जी उनको मिलने गए थे, हमारी जो महिला कार्यकर्ता है, और आज हमारा जन आक्रोश यात्रा भी उधर होने वाली है।
बंगाल की मुख्यमंत्री ममता बनर्जी के द्वारा गंभीर आरोप लगाए गए हैं हिंसा को लेकर बीजेपी पर। उनका कहना है कि बीजेपी की वजह से मुझे हर समय अलर्ट पर रहना पड़ता है, कहाँ राइट्स हो जाए। जो वीडियोस आई हैं उसमें भी बीजेपी के कार्यकर्ता रिवॉल्वर लहराते हुए और फायर करते दिखाई
देता है किस तरीके से भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने एक ही टूल किट अपना इस्तेमाल किया हुआ है, जो कि है ध्रुवीकरण फैलाना और हिंसा करना। महाराष्ट्र में आप देख रहे हैं, बिहार में आप देख रहे हैं, और आप वेस्ट बंगाल में देख रहे हैं। यही हिंसा हमने वेस्ट बंगाल में तब भी देखी थी जब चुनाव हो रहा था। तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी की संस्कृति संस्कार यही है कि किस तरीके से अपनी राजनीतिक बढ़ोतरी करें, हिंसा फैलाकर, उन्माद फैलाकर इस देश में। और ये आज का इतिहास नहीं है, इनका इतिहास जो है आजादी से पहले भले ही भारतीय जनता पार्टी नहीं थी, जो उसकी नींव डाली गई थी, जो वो लोग हैं वो तब से इसी सोच को लेकर आगे बढ़े हैं।
अनुराग ठाकुर का कहना है कि ममता बनर्जी हो या नीतीश कुमार हो, दोनों अपीसमेंट पॉलिटिक्स कर रहे हैं अपने अपने राज्यों में मुसलमानों को खुश करने के लिए हिंसा को।
मैं इंफॉर्मेशन ब्रॉडकास्टिंग मिनिस्टर से बस एक ही बात कहना चाहूंगी कि बहुत सारे देश में गंभीर मुद्दे हैं, उनके कार्य क्षेत्र में मुद्दे हैं। बार बार इस तरीके की भाषणबाजी करना, आपके भाषण भी देश ने सुना है और आपके पास कोई कार्रवाई नहीं हुई है, और आप ही वो उन्माद फैला रहे थे जो आज हम बिहार में देख रहे हैं, जो आज हम बंगाल में देख रहे हैं, और हम महाराष्ट्र में भी देख रहे हैं। तो उनसे बस यही रिक्वेस्ट होगी कि अपने कार्य क्षेत्र पर ध्यान देकर ज्यादा उसमें सफल रहे।
महाराष्ट्र के डिप्टी सीएम देवेंद्र फडणवीस का स्टेटमेंट आया है कि राहुल गांधी सावरकर को दिए गए अपने बयान को लेकर माफी नहीं मांगेंगे।
माफी नहीं मांगेंगे तो देवेंद्र फडणवीस जी जानते हैं कि क्या राहुल गांधी करने वाले हैं। उनको सब पता है, वो सर्वज्ञानी है। अगर उन्होंने अपना कार्य क्षेत्र ही संभाल लिया होता, गृह मंत्री की जो जिम्मेदारी मिली है, आज सुप्रीम कोर्ट से आपको इस तरीके की भाषा सुनने को नहीं मिलता जहां पे आपको कहा है आप नापुंसक हैं। पूरा राज्य नापुंसक रहा इस तरीके की हेट रैलीज निकलवाने में। पूरा स्टेट इनकेपेबल है कि ये जो माहौल बन रहा है, जिसकी वजह से हमने संभाजी नगर में वायलेंस देखा रामनवमी के दिन, वो इनकी वजह से हो रहा है। जरा जो उप मुख्यमंत्री हैं, जो गृह मंत्री हैं देवेंद्र फडणवीस जी, ये देश की जनता को जवाब दे, महाराष्ट्र की जनता को जवाब दे। ऐसे कैसे होता है कि कार्यकर्ताओं की पिटाई हो जाती है, कार्यकर्ताओं पे इस तरीके की हिंसा होती है, शिवसैनिक कार्यकर्ताओं पे, और ये चुप बैठे रहते हैं? ऐसा क्यों होता है कि लव जिहाद की रैलीज निकल रही हैं, 50 से ज्यादा निकल चुकी हैं, और आप उस पर कोई कार्रवाई नहीं करते हैं? ऐसा क्यों होता है कि संभाजी नगर में रामनवमी के दिन इस तरीके की घटना सामने आती है? तो आप खुद ही विफल रहे हैं। आपके खुद के घर में एक ऐसी महिला आती हैं जिनके फादर बेटिंग रैकेट में ढूंढ रहे थे, पिछले 6 साल से भागे हुए थे। तो इस तरीके की भाषा का इस्तेमाल करना, अपने मुद्दों से ध्यान भटकाकर इस पे पढ़ना, दिखाता है कि इनके पास ना सत्य है ना तथ्य है।
Will parliament proceedings will run today peacefully?
How can it run peacefully when the Parliamentary Affairs Minister and the Treasury benches have decided that they will keep disrupting the Parliament? This is a Parliament which is supposed to debate, deliberate, but just because they have the Adani Bachao Karyakram going on, headed by the leader of the party, clearly shows that they have no answers to give as far as that corruption is concerned, the crony capitalism is concerned, and they do not want to answer any questions with regards to that. So they have been disrupting the Parliament from day one. They did not allow any discussion to happen on the budget. They did not allow any discussions to happen on important bills. We have seen how the competition bill was passed amidst the din within 2 minutes without discussion. Finance bill was passed within 2 minutes in the Rajya Sabha. Just goes to show that the government is trying to escape accountability, and they have been disrupting this. We haven't seen this as part of any parliamentary democracy worldwide, what we're seeing happen in India.
Women party boycott thrashed by Shinde Sena group.
The shameless traitor group and gang has gone on to the lowest levels possible, lowest extent possible, to beat up a woman who was 6 months pregnant. Just because of your political differences. What kind of law and order are we looking at in a state which has always taken pride in keeping women's respect above everything, women's dignity above everything? So this is shameless act, shows how shameless they have become, how frustrated they are, and how the entire law and order situation in Maharashtra has crumbled under the watch of Shri Devendra Fadnavis, who is the Home Minister. We have an unconstitutional Chief Minister who's busy only polishing his own track record, but the country knows and the state know that all they are and will always be are traitors to their own party, traitors to their own ideology.
On Ram Navami violence, Chief Minister of West Bengal says, I have to be alerted all the time that the BJP will cause riots somewhere. They don't understand that people of Bengal don't like riots, and riots are not in our culture.
Absolutely, it's not part of any culture, but it is the culture of the Bharatiya Janata Party which has been unleashed not just in West Bengal, we are seeing it in Bihar, we are seeing it in Maharashtra. Just before the 2024 elections approach, we will see more such violent attacks happen and divisiveness happen, because this is the only agenda that BJP knows, BJP has mastered and BJP has patented, on basis of which their political rise has happened. It's shameless that they have continued to follow this agenda. We saw this during the West Bengal elections, we are seeing this happen again. In fact, the Supreme Court went on to slam the Maharashtra state government by calling it impotent, that it has been unable to control this kind of violence, control this kind of narrative. So it just goes to show that BJP, in its shameless quest to win power at any cost, does not mind dividing the people of this country.
Union Minister Anurag Thakur attacks Mamata Banerjee and Nitish Kumar for appeasement politics.
The man who has been at the forefront of creating divisive agenda, divisive narrative. Nobody will forget his speech during the CAA. Nobody will forget that there was no action taken against the Information Broadcasting Minister. No one will forget that BJP patents this idea of creating hate and divisiveness across the country. Nobody will forget that BJP's sole purpose is to divide communities so as to be able to establish its own power. So this shamelessness has to end, and I would request the Information Broadcasting Minister that there is a lot of fake news going around in his space. As the minister, he should focus on his own work and responsibilities.
Last question, ma'am. Maharashtra Deputy CM Devendra Fadnavis says Rahul Gandhi says he won't apologize, he is not Savarkar. You can neither be Savarkar nor Gandhi. One needs to make sacrifice to become Savarkar. He was kept in a room only as big as our toilets. In Andaman jail, there was a complete darkness. He used to answer nature's call there itself. Rahul Gandhi tried to stay in that room for one night. We will install AC for you, but you won't be able to do it.
Will Mr. Fadnavis be able to stay? Will Mr. Fadnavis or anyone from the Bharatiya Janata Party be able to make the kind of sacrifices that Veer Savarkarji made? You doing politics over him, especially when RSS always opposed him. And he was opposed to the idea of RSS. So it's a bit rich when it comes from the Bharatiya Janata Party. Their hypocrisy shows supreme. So when they talk about sacrifice, when they talk about freedom struggle, the best thing for them would be to maintain silence, because they were missing in action when the country was struggling to gain independence. So having said that, I do not want to divert the issues. The core issue is that there has been political corruption, there has been promotion of crony capitalism. There are several questions being asked of the Aghadi group and how they have managed to take over all the critical infrastructure of India, and those are the questions that we ask of him. We ask of the country, we ask of the state government, we ask of the national government, and we ask Mr. Fadnavis, who also the Home Minister, that what his role has been in ensuring that the entire infrastructure of law and order has crumbled in Maharashtra, where the Supreme Court itself had to intervene and call the law and order situation and the state government impotent in being able to control that kind of hate narrative. So it just goes to show, if Mr. Fadnavis does not have answers for the responsibilities he's been given, and they're deflecting attention from it.
ABP Majha, उघडा डोळे, बघा नीट.